Hello, everyone. This is Sean, and welcome back to episode number 6 of our Transport Fever Norfolk Central Railroad Let's Play. We're on a free game USA map at medium difficulty. The year is 1894, and when we left off, I was looking at oh, that's right, I was replacing all of the vehicles. I wasn't literally replacing all the vehicles, but I was setting up all the vehicles to be replaced. So I've turned everything to replace at 25%, made sure it was on, and I made sure it all had the most updated vehicle. So over the next few years, we should replace all of these horse carts and all the slow vehicles with the slightly faster vehicles. It's going to take a few years, but this game moves in years at a time, so that's not really a problem. I also noticed that we have a bunch of money, so we can repay all of our debt. We are debt free now, and we're making a couple of $1,000,000 a year, so that is really nice. It's not going to take too long before we're going to be able to start replacing some of these lines with trains, and then we will really start making a lot of money. The main thing with trains is the the engines and stuff. So I could start laying down some track to get the infrastructure, uh, you know, get the track ready, and then once the infrastructure starts coming in, we can worry about that. The roads are pretty good through here. It looks like I could get a nice it looks like there's a pass through here is what I'm trying to say. So I should be able to get a pretty decent straight route down to here, and then a pretty decent route over on this side. Is this where I need to put a train? I feel like I really need to put a train running the steel back and forth, because that seems to be the area for improvement. Or even a train taking care of this lumber, because I have so many cars hauling lumber and they're still not keeping up. You know, if they're gonna drive all the way down here and then turn back, why don't I just start buying them here? Or even better, start buying them down here, where even if they are gonna go to this stop first, they're gonna, yeah. So plenty of opportunities for new trains, or I could leave the trucks running like they are and expand passenger service, like Cleveland. You know, I think that is what I'm going to do, is set up passenger service between Norfolk and Cleveland. I noticed that we were in the red there for a little while, which is a shame, because we were just, oh, that's right, because all these vehicles are replacing. So let's actually borrow a couple $1,000,000 so these vehicles can go through and replace. I didn't even consider that that's going to be very expensive to go through and replace all of these vehicles. Well, every road vehicle should be replaced. Let's be honest. I wonder what's happening when they go in for a replacement. Are they, like, if they have goods, do their goods just disappear? I guess I'm not going to be able to tell just by looking at what's going on here, because I won't know. Like, it's not like I'm going to see goods disappear. I don't think it's like that. Oh, I haven't watched the last episode to find out what happened with my food, but hopefully I remember to watch that like tomorrow or something. I'll process the videos tonight. It's kind of fun watching these trains just whiz by. I was going to say we're already up to $1,000,000, but that's because we just borrowed $2,000,000. So we have already lost $1,000,000. How are we doing on replacing these vehicles? Looks like most of our passenger vehicles have been replaced, so that's good news. Are you going to keep saying that when they reach the 25% mark to be replaced? Look at that. Wow, we have replaced a lot. We have, wow, $5 million over the last couple of years in road vehicles. And we've gotten back, well, $1 million. So we've lost $3.5 million replacing road vehicles. That's the thing, is once all these vehicles are replaced, I need to go through and like start setting the lines like this one. I need to set that back to 100%. And that's going to be a little tedious, because I'm not going to remember which ones have been set back to 100% and which ones haven't. So I'm going to have to do a lot of going through and clicking and checking, and it's like, oh yeah, I already did this one. Some of that I can take care of between episodes, but I don't want us to go broke either, and we can't afford to replace every line at 25%. We only want to do that as we're bringing online these new higher-end vehicles, because they slow down the entire line if they aren't set up that way. But I'm kind of surprised at how many have already completely switched over. This one, yeah, look at that. It's incredible. This one's almost there. Wow, that's the food. Oh, wow, that's a huge, still almost there though. But that was our food line that we were looking at previously. It's a lot easier to find your way around when you can see all those little truck symbols, but I can feel it dragging my game down. I guess that's why you have the, well, no, you know what? It's not affecting the screen frames per second, so let's leave it. This should be getting a lot faster as all of these switch over to the higher end vehicles. They're still not really producing as much as I might hope. That seems to be because there's not enough raw material coming in. Got a lot of empty trucks coming in here. So I might have spent all that money buying all those vehicles, and they're going to turn out to not necessarily be needed. Because despite having a constant and steady flow of vehicles going to this farm, it's just not producing enough. Try to ship more grain. Well, I'm trying to ship more of everything. I don't know what I can do to ship more. So we've got a pretty. Now there's a big gap there. And then there's another gap. So the vehicles are kind of spread out. I thought I had more running on that line. Maybe I just need to get more running on that line even still. I don't want to have them start running when there's nothing there for them to pick up. So what I kind of want to hope to do is get this production up. I guess I could start throwing vehicles in like one at a time or something. That's not really all that interesting. So I'm not going to do it. I'll do it the inefficient, the way that seems kind of ridiculous, to be honest, because they're going to empty this out. You know what? Let's stop that one. But that means I'm going to have to sit here and focus on this for however long. So I guess I could just leave that vehicle open and wait. I wanted to get into that gap down there. What's going on? A lot of traffic on this bridge. So that's good. There's plenty of food here. Still mostly empty vehicles coming in. Well, no wonder you'd think there would be more food there. Alright, how are we doing on that gap? I think this is the last truck, so I'm going to want to have it go in after as this truck gets closer. How are these vehicles coming out of there? A lot of them are carrying stuff. Oh, there's an empty one. There's a little bit of something. Well, most of them have something anyways, which is better than most of them having nothing. Looks like we've made our couple of $1 million back, so that's good. Gonna let a couple of these cars go through. Should wait till it builds up enough stuff to where it can pick things up. And see, this is why this game frustrates me a little, because it's like, why should I have to go through and do this kind of level of micromanagement? And you know, why are these resources so fiddly that, you know, despite having what 30 or 40 trucks running back and forth on this route, It's not enough to keep a steady flow of production. How many trucks do I need to run on this route? I guess I should probably get a rail going in there. And then is the, are these trucks carrying food away going to be enough demand? Or do I have to have the rail, set up another rail to take food? I can't really, a rail to take food to Cleveland is pointless, but a rail to take food to Norfolk might not be such a bad idea. And see, look at all these things lined up down here. Go to the depot. Why are you guys not replacing? It must be a batch that I just bought. You're only 3 years old. You're gonna auto replace here soon enough, but it's not soon enough if you ask me. And so now these are all jammed up, and it's just leave it alone. I don't need to sit there and focus on it. I'm making plenty of money. Let's repay all my money, and I'm still plus $3 million. Let's take a look at those lines again and see if there are any that I can stop auto. I'm sure you're good already. You are. You've got a couple of horses still. How are you looking? You can go to 100%. You are all switched over. I think all of the road vehicle ones were good except for this one, which still isn't good. So we're going to leave that alone. And this one was probably good, but it wasn't great. Now it is. This one still has some horses. This one is horse-free, which is nice. Turn you off. You are also horse-free. I'm going to say, don't tell me that you've got another truck, because I don't need to go through another round of that. And you were already horse-free, so I don't care about the riverboat. And must be a horse over here slowing things down. You'll be gone soon enough. That's not soon enough. Looks like we are taking all the steel that they have to offer. And looks like we're hauling all of our coal and stuff as well. And looks like nothing's really piling up here, although they have goods they have food there for some reason. So maybe I have too many vehicles on my route. See, that's why I don't understand this, because I didn't have enough. And I just try to add enough to keep demand going, because like we saw with the wheat up here, I didn't have enough to keep demand going. Now demand is really strong. And it looks like I finally have kind of gotten the coverage set up properly. I still got a really slow, got a horse in here. I'm sure you're gonna go, to the, yeah, you're 4 years old and you only last 15 years, so I'm sure you're gonna go to the depot after this. And you're not even carrying anything. Why don't you just go to the depot now? Can I have you turn around and get out of the way? Turn around again. There you go. I know you're just gonna build up a bunch more behind you, but now there's no food waiting. Food production is modest at best. All these empty trucks coming in here. You go to the depot. So many empty trucks. And we gotta sit here and wait as these empty trucks try to unload. You don't even have anything to unload. Can't you just go through? Alright, so we should be able to sell both those horses. That's good, dropping off some wheat. Do we have any more horses on this route? Doesn't look like it. Plenty of cars. There was another big gap there between vehicles, though. Looks like there's a gap, a northbound gap here between vehicles, which I don't like. So it's like now, I don't know, do I need to buy more cars? Do I need to not buy more? It is unclear. Producing a lot though, that's fantastic. Upgraded, so the demand must be pretty strong. But after this one, there's not going to be any vehicles coming along for quite a while. This really seems to be against my better judgment. Should probably be turning this into a train line instead of doing more trucks, but we're going to get some passengers going, but we've got enough money to do it now. I can basically buy a whole train line all at once. So this is the red line. There it is. We're going to close you down, and we're going to go look at setting up this train line between Norfolk and Cleveland. So that should be pretty easy. Let's take a lay of the land here. It is flat. There's a slight hill, it looks like, heading into... boy, it'd be nice if I could speed up this, the way the camera moved here. Like, you'd think holding down Shift or Alt or Control or the other Shift or maybe another arrow key. Nope, that doesn't help either. So there's a few little hills and stuff, but it's not too bad. If we look at it from up here, it should be pretty easy to just kind of follow along the road there. Where is the passenger station? It's right there. So first step will be getting the line out of town. There we go. Of course I screwed it all up at the very end there. I'm never going to get the hang of these controls. All right, so I'm going to want to go that way. I'm probably going to have to tear out that industry, which is a shame, but sometimes that's what you got to do. So this line is coming in on this side. We're going to go out on this side. Can I squeeze through there? I can. It's not too expensive. It's going to be expensive to remove those buildings. Can I not remove... I'd like to not remove that large factory somehow. Maybe I will go out this way where I don't have to tear down the factories. It's going to be a lot cheaper. You can come out of there at a... That's too much curvature, but you can come out of there at a low speed, that's for sure. I just want to... I guess that's going to be as much as I can do. And then we will make a sharp curve this way. I don't really mind if you're going slow at the edge of town, because you're going to have a nice long straightaway after this. So there you go, 39 miles an hour. And now we're just basically going to go straight into Cleveland. So I want to follow along this road, maybe cross back over after here. So now what are you doing? Another ship that doesn't really interest me at all. It's fine if it caused that to delete too. 75 is the top speed. All right, well that makes sense. It's not going to be 120 because we're at miles per hour now. So we're going to just build slowly, piece by piece, and make sure that we don't have any real raises or rises, I guess if you want to say it that way. Oh, it's not a lot of landfill and all those things. Like you can see, it's using a lot of landfill on that one. I think I will get up closer to the road and then cross over like that. Can I keep it at 75 like that? I can. It's not too expensive. It's a little downhill slope, but that's manageable. And we're going to send you this way. And you can really see those performance issues that we're running into now. And I don't even have... Oh, maybe I did still have those going. I'm going to turn those off. I don't think it's going to help. I think it has more to do with the track laying than anything else. But I didn't save the game and exit out between episodes, which I think is something that you probably have to do when you're recording it. I can't speak for everybody, but I have had some memory leak type problems like we're experiencing right now with the way it's kind of jumping around like that. I have a pretty good computer. I've got 32 gigs of RAM and a 4 gigahertz processor and a 4 gigs of video RAM. So I mean, it seems like a pretty good computer. I should hope I'd be able to play this game. I don't even have it at the highest settings. So we're going to want to come to this side of town. Probably, yeah, I think over here is where we want it to go. So I'm going to want to cross back over onto the other side of the road. So actually what I should do is start over on this side. And what we'll do is we'll set up the station here, and then I'll finish laying the rest of the track between episodes. So we're going to set the station. What's the next town? We're going to go to Greensboro and to Joliet. So I kind of want the station like going in this direction. So let's, I do not like that road going out like that. It's a very dumb decision, town. Let's build a more reasonable road kind of going like this. This all look like good reasonable numbers. And we're going to put you there. And then we're going to go to the train. I say the train, and we're going to put a station here. And it's going to have, actually I think I'm going to have 3 tracks on this one. Better to just get it started out first. I usually like to go much longer length than is necessary, but if we make it to like 1950, I'll be glad that I did this up front. It's not really that expensive. And that's kind of the angle we want to be at. So let's make a little more room so we can cross that road cleanly. I'm going to put you right there. I will set up a bus network between episodes. Let's get the first bus stop set. If anybody knows how to link, you used to be able to link those 2 stops into one big stop. And either that didn't carry over to this, or I don't remember how to do it. So if you know how to link those stops, let me know. I would appreciate having that knowledge, because I think that would help. But they seem to do all right even without any linking, actually, so it's not that big a deal. So we're going to have to come into here kind of on a straight line. Even there, too much slope, huh? Guess it was just a little bit too much slope. And we're going to have to put in a pretty sharp curve there. I don't want to necessarily go that sharp. I guess we can go 40 miles an hour. And, oh yeah, that'll get us around the town all right. I don't even really like having to slow down that much, so we're going to cut it back to 60. And where is the other rail that we're aiming toward? Don't tell me I've been building in the wrong direction. No, there's Norfolk. Oh, there it is. It's quite a ways away still, so yeah, I don't need to worry about making any sharp curves or anything. You can pretty much just go straight ahead from where you are, actually. I'm just going to do that. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this episode. I know that I've enjoyed looking at the mysteries, and you know, sometimes you got to sit and just stare at things for a while. That's part of how this game works. I am trying to keep it moving and keep it entertaining. I hope you I hope you understand that if I was not talking and recording this, I probably would have sat and watched the food production thing go by for maybe 15 minutes or something, trying to figure it out. But I'm not going to do that. Whoops. Maybe not 15 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. I don't know. How long did I sit and watch it? I feel like we sat and watched it about 5 minutes. If you did enjoy this video, please click the like button down below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet. It's a good time. Now's as good time as any, that's for sure. Yeah, I like to make fun videos and say fun things and click buttons and probably move too slowly for most of you. So leave me some comments below and let me know what you think. I would appreciate that too. And I will see you again real soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.